I am Cora Tellez, and this is Bossify.
This episode of Bossify is proudly brought to you by Janet Lawless Christ and Team Luxury Real Estate.
Welcome to another episode of Bossify. Today I have the incredible Cora with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cora Tellez knows a thing or two about being a CEO with more than 25 years of experience leading healthcare finance companies. She served as president and chief executive officer of Healthnet, Blue Shield, California, and all of Prudential Healthcare. While many are in the height of their retirement, Cora continues to invest in new medical research and technology companies.
Cora, we're going to start out. First question, how do you personally define success?
It's a great question. All my life I've defined it as two things, being the very best Cora can be and being of service. That seems like a strange definition of success, right? Because it doesn't include material things like being the top of everything. But being the best Cora can be is kind of a weird answer because what that is changes for me from time to time.
Well, and that brings me perfectly to my second question. How has that definition of success changed over your life?
Well, when I was a much younger person, I'm 67 now, I wanted to be the top in my class, and I figured out very early in my life that I can't bear to have anybody tell me what to do. So that means you got to be the top of everything that I did, right?
I love that. You didn't want anybody to tell
me
you
what to do. And I think it's very odd because I'm an immigrant to this country, and it's kind of tough to assert yourself. But I just learned that that was a characteristic about me that I knew I had to honor, and I had to figure out how do I make it work.
We were speaking earlier about the importance of always reinventing yourself and always knowing that you can be of service in some way. So as you're defining this sense of success, it sounds like for you personally, it never really changed when it came to the need to serve. That always you knew from a start would make you successful.
It would make me incredibly happy.
So who helped you to develop this? Because the fact is you kind of rocked it from an early age.
Well,
you just
kind
of knew.
My mom. Okay. So my mother is an extraordinary person, and I bet if I were to tell this story to other people, they would also tell me that their mother was an incredibly strong influence in their lives. So Mom had a 5th grade education. You'd think with that, she wouldn't be able to do anything, but frankly, she could run circles around me in energy. She was very involved in helping other people in our community, very involved in her church, went to midwifery school, so she became a midwife, sort of the only medical person in our small fishing village in the Philippines, and taught me always as a woman that you can aspire. You just had to work hard. And that the gifts that you've been given are not meant for you to have for yourself, that you have to give back and you have to give other people, right?
Say that again, one more time, that's so good.
A great lesson from Mom is that the gifts you've been given, whether it's the gift of intelligence, of musical expertise, or basketball prowess, it's not just meant for you to enjoy, but it's meant to be given to other people in whatever way you could find expression. And that was my mom. And she taught all 5 children that incredible gift.
And you do have an incredible family. Cora, this brings me to my third question.
Sure.
How has this definition of success then also just really imbued into your own sense of self?
Another great question. Well, like all people, there have been ups and downs in my life, right? Tons of disappointments also. But being true to the core of being the best that I could be in whatever way that is, also meant that I could forgive myself when things didn't go quite correctly, quite what I had wanted, and to pick myself up and say, okay, kid, what did you learn from this? What are you going to do differently next time? And how will you solve this problem in a different way that potentially could have a better outcome? So this idea of being able to forgive yourself, don't kick yourself gazillion times because somehow you screwed up. Hey, it happens.
It happens. I love that. The art of forgiveness.
The art of forgiveness and being able to say every no gets me closer to a yes. So if I didn't succeed now, it will get me closer to where I want to be.
Every no is closer to
gets you closer to a yes.
Every
Yeah.
no gets you closer to a yes. That's
Yeah.
really empowering.
I
You're
think
just
so.
that much closer.
That's right. And it doesn't mean that, you stayed, that if you are disappointed or fail in somehow, that you kick yourself forever and you stay down. Nah. Women and men should not be victims, right?
No, absolutely not. Which is why, you're just doing my job for me. Question number 4.
What is that?
Challenge turn blessing. What is the greatest challenge that you have faced that is now turned into your greatest blessing?
Well, it actually has to do with my husband's illness. So
Okay.
my husband developed a rare form of cancer 5 years ago.
I'm sorry.
He's doing well, thank you. But one of the questions I asked myself as I was going through all of his medical appointments, it's a very important question for women in particular, because we tend to outlive our guys.
Yeah.
Who will be there for me when it's my turn? When I myself am infirm and frail,
Yeah.
who will take me to the doctor, who will talk to me, who will research all the things I need to know, who will cook these meals. And honestly, that became the genesis of my second company, which is Amazing Care Network. So I'm solving a problem, not just for me, but I think for other women and men who may find themselves towards the end of our lives trying to figure out, how do I make sense of it? What do I do so I'm not a burden to my family?
Right.
And how do I redefine aging and living and dying in a way that provides grace?
This is beautiful.
Going to be
Cora.
interesting, right?
It's
I don't know
very-
I don't know how the story's going to end, though, so we'll see.
But I'll read it. I want to read this story. I like
Okay.
this story. So what is the advice that you'd want to give your 17-year-old self?
The 17-year-old Cora was pretty scared of a lot of things.
Okay.
I would tell her, be
You
more confident.
scared?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Be more confident. Take greater risk. And follow your heart. Not where your head or other people tell you, but follow what's in your gut. Because when you do that, you are much more congruent with who you are, and it will enable you to overcome whatever disappointments may come in life. So that's the advice I would give the 17-year-old Cora.
Stay strong.
Yeah, stay strong. Be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself.
Yeah.
The best advice ever.
I
mean,
think
what
so.
else? What else could we possibly ask for? Okay, one little fun thing.
Please.
Tell me one thing that none of us know about you that you would like to share.
I am so proud of something. Can I
Okay.
tell you about it?
Yes, absolutely.
So I've nearly drowned.
Oh.
Afraid of water.
Okay.
But I did something magnificent, if I say so myself.
Lay it on me.
I took stand-up paddling classes. Woohoo! Yes.
Is there a picture? Is there documentation
Yes,
of this
yes, I
stand-up
did.
paddleboard experience?
So I
Where
fell in
were
the
you?
water 5 times in Ala Moana Beach Park in Honolulu. And it was kind of shallow, but
That's okay. Judge-free zone. You
But
did it.
But I did it. I did it, and I thought to myself, at 66, if I can do it, anyone can do it, which is to overcome your fear,
Yeah.
to take a risk. And so I fell 5 times, but I got back up on that board, and I loved it. I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
That is amazing. And on that, it's a wrap.
Thank you. It's a wrap.
That's a wrap. That's all we had. Thank you so much,
You're
Cora,
welcome.
for all of your advice. And that is another episode of Bossify. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, have a great day.
Now it's your turn to join the movement. Join the discussion on our Facebook page and see more episodes on our website at abbygibb.tv. Be bold, brilliant, brave. You are Bossify. This episode of Bossify was proudly sponsored by Janet Lawless Christ and Team Luxury Real Estate.